lets me know that I was put on earth to use this.
Yeah.
I was trying to dictate it with trying to just be a rapper.
Nah, it's deeper.
You know
than
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
And God was like, all right, you know, you could do that. I'll let you struggle with that.
Yeah.
For 10 years.
Yep.
I'll let you struggle.
Ahead, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. I'll let you struggle and think that that's all you supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
When I eased up and hosting fell in my lap, the sesh fell in my lap, it was like that whole year was a learning lesson. Like, man, you're just supposed to entertain.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to be out here entertaining people, but educating them and motivating them and inspiring them and learning them.
Yeah. What's going on, beautiful people, and welcome to the only place in the universe that supplies you fuel for your dreams, goals, and entrepreneur ambitions for the free reality TV. And today, people, we have another one. The universal favorite, chopping it up segment with my boy Twan D The Student. You know how we do reality TV, continuing to bring future movers and shakers. Movers and shakers, people, okay? But before we get into the interview, quick reminder, check out this video, okay? Giveaway, subscriber giveaway. I need you guys to go to that video. If you haven't already subscribed, click that subscribe button and comment on that video for a chance to win the grand prize giveaway, okay? The first giveaway, I promise you, you will not regret it. It's dope. Could be, you know, potential $100 or anything like that. You know, you won't know until you know, drop your chance in the bucket. But we're going to jump into this interview once again. Twan D The Student dropping gems, talking about his journey hosting maybe the best podcast and so much more. So we ain't even going to play around with it anymore. Tune in, reality TV, Twan D The Student, maybe the best podcast ever. Let's go.
They hard like Rottweiler. Chaotic. The whole industry been in shambles. Everybody fugazi, I'm just changing the channel. Kendrick Lamar, the people's champion. I'm animal for analysts. Career damaging versus meditating when candles lit. I like my raps extra prolific. Some freestyling on lunch tables and park benches. And I won't mention my 10,000 hours in training while juggling game banking, my balancing.
What's going on, beautiful people? Live and in full effect with Twan D
My man.
The Student,
Yes.
a fellow Laker gang,
Yes,
a fellow big baller brand.
BBB, the Lake Show is on, baby. Y'all understand me? We lost our preseason game last night because Lonzo wasn't playing.
Yeah, straight up, Lonzo
Shout
Ball.
out to Kuzma.
Another LeVar supporter. You
Yes.
know, we here. We took a little hiatus. We let y'all have it, but we back. You understand me? So I always tell people, no Laker slander, no Bean slander, because Bean is the god.
They better not. They know in my
Yup.
presence. They know
So
they
you
better
know.
not. I done seen all 20 of Bean.
Straight up.
I seen all 20
Straight
of
up.
Bean. I seen last 3 of Mike, but I
Straight
seen
up.
all 20 of Bean.
Straight up. What person you know getting 2 of their jerseys retired, huh?
Hey,
Talk to me.
Listen.
Talk to me.
Look at them numbers. They almost identical. They almost number 8, number 24. Let me ask you a question before we get into it.
Cool.
Who's your favorite? Number 8 Kobe or number 24 Kobe? Who's your favorite?
It was different stages of life, though.
I know.
Because when I first started watching, I was Kobe and Shaq, right?
Got you.
So I was a young adolescent. I remember crying that Derek Fisher game when he hit that 0.4 second. Because I was so mad San Antonio was winning. Then Fisher, I had a bunk bed. Fisher hit that bit. Yeet. I was like, oh! Hit
Hit your
on the
head.
bunk bed.
Man, I ran out the damn house down the street.
Yup. So that's where I'm coming from with the 8 Kobe. Then the 24 Kobe, I'm in high school, I'm going into college, so I'm talking that talk. And Kobe backing it up. I'm betting my dogs, I'm winning money.
Yeah.
So I got a different kind of connection
Yeah.
to 24 Kobe. So I would say if I had a gun to my head, I would have to rock with 24 Kobe because I was just at a different mental capacity, understanding. I was hooping myself. I was talking trash. My boys couldn't do nothing but hate. So, you know, it's self-fulfilling.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I think that's what the 24 Kobe was the coming of age.
Yeah.
I like 24 Kobe because he got 2 without Shaq.
Yeah, straight up. So they can't say that.
They
no
can't
more.
say a damn thing about my boy.
Yep.
But I think he was smarter.
Yeah.
But that Joker was always
He would kill him, man.
He was always an assassin. But number 8?
Yeah.
Number 8?
Yeah, number 8 was nothing to play with.
Number 24 let you know, like, I could still squeak out, because Braun was coming from but I'm going to still squeak out this, Braun.
Yeah.
I'm going to squeak out a couple a little bit. You know, then you can have it.
Yeah,
So,
straight up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's how I was walking. Initially, shout out to Jerron. That's how I got in contact with Twan. We just started rapping, and then I think I heard you say something about Bean. I was like, oh yeah, that's my dog. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Everybody know that.
But him and plug your podcast as well.
Yes,
we'll
man.
get into that. That's why I have you on and everything.
Shout out to my co-host, Vern Diddy the Hot Dad and Lulu. Maybe the best podcast, man. Maybe the best entertainment. That's our YouTube page. Maybe the best podcast on iTunes, Google Play Music, and SoundCloud. That's where you can catch the audio.
Yeah.
But most recently, our last 9 episodes have not only been audio, but have also been visual as well.
Right.
And it's been really dope, man.
Right.
So we thank everybody out there for supporting us. We're 40 episodes in, 40 weeks straight.
Yeah.
You know, the consistency, like what we were talking about, I think for me is the most self-satisfying so far.
Yeah.
The consistency and the growth.
Yeah.
You know, knowing
You
that,
can see it, like I mentioned.
like you were saying,
before.
man, knowing that I was better, especially for me, knowing that I was better on episode 40 and much better than I was from episode 20. You know.
Before you drop, I don't want to, because I know you're going to get into the podcast now. Before we get into the present, I want to kind of peel it back to kind of the coming of age. Let's talk about young Twan, where young Twan mind was at,
right?
And then coming into where you are right now.
Right. Well, it's interesting that you say that, man, because probably about 2006 is when I officially became Twan D The Student. I was an artist and dropped the mixtape. I was out here and I was trying to do my thing. So for a good 8-10 years, man, that's really what I've been known for in the city. You know, is the reason why I was able to kind of transition easy in the hosting. You know, and I'm just known for my stage presence and just I got my mantra is I own stage.
Yeah.
Now I own it when I'm on it.
Yeah.
So I got my name from just winning stage competitions. I would just win. And the funny thing is, right, in music, you need money.
Yeah.
So at that time it was all about studio time, and we would have certain competitions in certain places to where if you entered for like $80 or $100, the winner get 10 free hours of studio time, 10 posters,
let's get it,
whatever, flyers, and I'm like, yo, I'm kill these dudes because I knew they didn't have it, you know, and I knew that if it wasn't Fugazi, then so I started just reeling them off, you know, just reeling them off, and that's how became to get my name established in the city, and once the music kind of got stagnant for me a little bit a couple years ago, the Sesh fell into my lap, which is an open mic I host every first Monday at Back Booth downtown Orlando. Shout out to TSA Showcase, they're the ones that sponsor it as well. And what that, I think, in what we're talking about, what that showed me, because I was at a head's end, I knew that I wanted to do music, but I didn't know if I was supposed to be doing music. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just, I came back from South by Southwest. I was moving. I had won a coast to coast competition in Miami. Placed second in Miami. And I was moving, and I felt what I could do, and I could be able to get close. And I said, I don't have the resources to really do it how I want to do it, so I'm gonna put it down for a minute. And when I put it down, that's when the Sesh came. And during that whole year of 15, man, it just really taught me that, you know what, I'm more of an entertainer than just limiting myself to being an artist. I'll always be an artist, music will always be there, but I still get the same reaction as a host, as somebody that's dropping jewels, as I do as a rapper, and they don't even know I spit.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't know until I asked you about the intro,
That's when I knew, okay, I'm not lost. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was lost. I was like, I gotta reinvent myself. How do I do that? But now I'm hosting this whole, what they call it, millennial crowd or whatnot. But I'm hosting this crowd, this younger crowd, and got this young energy. And I'm full of energy. And I was just like, man, here it goes. Here it goes.
This is it.
And that transitioned into the podcast. And I was talking to my best friend, and he said, well, why don't you just go live once a week and just pick a topic and talk about it?
Yeah.
So that's what birthed Black at It Again, which is my own individual thing, which every now and then, if something's on my mind and I want to speak live, I'll do Black at It Again.
That. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
And that's more so about our culture, you know, providing different solutions. We had a domestic violence episode, you know, 4-step process to rebranding the Black community. Like just stuff that we really chime in on. We don't just, oh, they stole the history from us, they stole it, and then we talking about all that. We just more so giving information. But maybe the best, when my best friend approached me, Vern, he say, I see you doing your thing, man, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to know if you have any other room, any time to do this with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? I get to see my best friend once a week. You know what I mean? So that kills 2 birds in one stone. Because when life goes,
you forget, bro.
you know, when life goes, like that's my guy. He's always gonna be my guy, but we ain't kicking in a month. You know what I'm saying? So it allowed that to happen, and man, since late December of last year, we've been rocking and rolling.
Next segment, D Up.
It's a man's game now. Put your hands on him and let's play. Put your hands on him and let's play.
This segment is where I'm trying to put you on the defensive and trying to get you to answer these questions wrong based on your industry, okay?
Okay.
But your job is to get them right. If you can, okay? So we're gonna see who wins out. There are around 15 billion mobile devices in the world. Fact or fake?
15 billion mobile devices. That includes like cell phone pads, all of that. I would say fact.
Okay.
Can I put this up here? Yeah, put it down?
Yeah. Look at it.
Oh, look at it. Oh, it's fake. Damn it.
Next question. 88% of podcast subscribers listen to every episode. Fact or fake?
88% of podcast subscribers
Listen to every episode. Fact or fake?
Wow, that is a good question, man, because you said subscribers. So these are people that like. I'm still gonna go fake. I'm still gonna go fake. Oh, it's a fact. I thought so. I second guessed myself, man. I suck.
The next question. The microphone, as we know it today, was invented in the early 1800s. Fact or fake?
The microphone, as we know it today, was invented in the early 1800s. As we know it today. Because you said it that way, I'm going to say fact. Ah! Fake! This is horrible.
Next question. The first microphone was invented in America. Fact or fake?
Oh, that's fake. That's fake. America don't invent nothing, man. Hey, it's lit. I'm gonna put the winners over here. Put the ones I got right, I'm gonna put them over here.
Next question. Podcasting was invented in 2004. Fact or fake?
Oh, that's fact. That's fact, baby. That's fact. Ooh, I won.
Next. The word podcast has been declared the word of the year by New Oxford American Dictionary before.
I would go woke being the word of the year. But you know what? I'll
Not
say
currently, but you know, it has been the word of the year before.
it has been the word of the year.
Yeah, before. Not saying it's now. But
Podcasts have been the word. If it's been the word of the year, I would say this year would be the word of the year because this year is when I'm gonna go fake. Damn. Fact.
Next, Apple has more than 1 billion podcast subscribers. Fact or fake?
I'm gonna go fake. I'm gonna go fact. I'm gonna go fact on that. Woo-hoo! Oh, it's 3-3, y'all. Oh no, it's not 4-3. Gotta break even.
Next question. WTF with Mark Marone is currently at the top of the charts of Apple's audio podcasts. Fact or fake?
WTF with Mark Marone is at the top. I thought it was the Where's Russell Simmons podcast. I'm gonna go fake. Fake. Woo! We even, y'all. 4-4.
Next question. On average, people spend 4 hours a day listening to audio. Fact or fake?
Listening to audio, period. I'm gonna go fact, because I know I do. Oh! Yeah. All right, here you go, y'all.
Last question. Over 65% of monthly podcast listeners use a mobile device to listen. Fact or fake?
Oh, that's fact. That's fact. Woo!
Open up. Can you explain how, like looking back now, how your experiences growing up led you to, one, want to be an artist, and two, how it has molded you to being a host? Was this something already instilled in you? Is it something you already knew, like, I've always been an entertainer, or what have you? What was that like?
Since little, man, I knew that I was supposed to be on the microphone. Since little. Like, and even as an artist, it's still in me. I'm always going to be an artist.
Yeah.
Always. That's never going to change. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to record because I have to record. That's my therapy.
Yeah.
I have to write. It's my therapy. You know? And so what inspired me, and the reason the name The Student became, is because growing up, you know, my dad used to always play like Parliament Funkadelic and stuff like that. My mom, she would always play like Luther Vandross, Freddie Jackson.
Classic.
You know, Star 94.5.
Black Family.
Yeah. You know, in the midst of me hearing my own stuff.
Yeah.
So when I would hear my music, I could peep a sample.
Yeah. I do that now. I'll be like, hold up. I hit up my mom sometimes. What is it?
Yeah. I could peep I could peep one early. Yeah. So I would go back and tell my friends, like, man, that's such and such.
Yeah.
You know, when Master P used to do it a lot, he used to be like, man, that's that song.
Yeah.
So when the funny thing about it is, Deontay, I wanted to be like Quincy Jones.
Where?
I wanted to actually do what DJ Khaled is doing now.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So Vern was the rapper. And like I said, he used to always encourage me. And I remember we took a trip out to the BET Awards in 2003. And to literally be next to your dream. Yeah. You know, it was a different thing. I came back home and it was a different thing for me. And I took it serious. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this artist thing. And that's how I ended up transitioning into that. Vern ends up moving to Atlanta. Wow. I stay here. And that's how I ended up even being in the position that I am now. Is because when I stayed, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put my music out. Nobody know me. I'm gonna put my music out and see what happens. And
slowly but surely it started happening.
Slowly but surely it started happening. You know, I would have a show, at least one show every month. You know, but it got to the point, and I want to, you know, for artists that's out there listening, you have to make a conscious and concerted effort to, if you really want to do it, you got to make a sacrifice. Yeah. You know, and knowing that now, I can catch things before they happen. But you have to make that sacrifice. You know, if you don't have any responsibilities, we know what those responsibilities are. If you don't have any responsibilities, do what you got to do to make it happen. Because once you are responsible for another being, you know, as much as you try to do, you're not going to be able to do. You're not going to want to miss moments. You know, you're not going to want to, you know, and things of that sort. So you got to really talk to yourself and say, are you willing to be on the road 200 and some odd days of the year? Are you willing to miss birthdays and football games and holidays and accomplishments and achievements? You know, and so it's a real thing.
So leading up, because you spent almost a decade being an artist, walk us through that process to where you decided, I don't want to do this anymore, or I'm gonna step back.
It was like I had said, I went on a real nice run. You know, I went to Miami, did the coast to coast thing. Then I went to South by Southwest, performed at South by Southwest, and I was out there and I'm rocking and rolling. I said, damn. I said, I can really make it pop, but this is what I'm going to need to make it pop. And I don't have the resources. Regroup for a couple months and put it down in the sense of I'm not going to play with it no more because I know what I need to do to make it happen. And I felt really good. And just that very next month, I had heard about an event going on, and I approached the person. Shout out to Veronica. I approached the person, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm doing an event. I need a host. Can you host?"
Just like that.
And I'm like, and I'm like, at the time, the music, right? So I hit my partner up that was helping me out. I say, "Hey, man, this opportunity just came. And it was the host," and he goes, "Anything with you running your mouth you're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So he told me that.
Yeah.
I did it. I did the sesh the first time, and people loved me.
Yeah.
And it was the same rush as performing. And that's when I realized I'm a performer.
Yeah.
I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer.
Let's jump into your maybe the best podcast.
Maybe the
ever
best.
with your boy.
Yes, man.
Bring up the infancy. Just give it to us all.
Yeah. Best friend, man. Like I said, Vern, we've been rocking for over 21 years. You know what I'm saying? To the point where we grew up from kids, and now our kids are growing up together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe the best podcast is really just two best friends that got together. Our co-host Lulu.
You'll see the dynamics. Twan is like the energizer, the lit one.
Right.
His boy more methodical. Not to say Twan ain't, but you gonna see more methodical.
No, you're right.
He's just gonna break it down a little bit deeper, and then she brings a nice, I want to say, a female element to it, but it still resonates within what you guys are doing. It's a perfect mesh.
And I appreciate that.
You know?
And so, and really for me, what maybe the best is what any platform for me is when I'm on it, which is to speak my mind on the topic based on my feelings and where do my people fit in that.
Yeah.
So every episode, you would think I pull race cars and things like that. No, it's to say that, you know, our folk are a part of American history. We are American history.
Yeah.
So when you use the terms never forget, that's offensive to me.
Yeah.
When you have Black Wall Street, when you have slavery, when you have Jim Crow, when you have the Tuskegee experiments. So when you hear never forget from a building they brought down, you're like, whoa. You know, and so my responsibility is to make sure we're never forgotten. In any current event topic. You know, that's the reason why I am how I am. I don't purposely do it. That's who I am. You know what I mean? And basketball's coming back. So we'll be able to talk a little bit more. But with me boycotting the NFL, you didn't hear a lot of sports talk. Outside of the boycott the NFL talk. You know, but it's really about current events, sports, entertainment, and just kind of unapologetically putting our own thing to it. You know,
unapologetic is the key word.
And I love it. You know, I wouldn't want to do it if somebody told me I got to say something a certain way. I'm not doing that. I'm not restraining.
Straight up.
I'm not doing that. Like, and everybody know it. Like, they know, like, Twan's not. Twan's not going to compromise himself. He's not going to mess himself up either to keep from getting the money. But at the same time, I got to be able to.
Be me. That's what I'm here for. This is what makes me money in the first place.
Hey, listen. And sometimes being me is going to rub you the wrong way. And that's okay. I'm okay with doing that. I'm okay. And so for me, and what it is for me is just that. Obviously the goal, you know, especially, you know, with Vern. And Vern's really like the main, how I would say it. I would say Vern is the catalyst for everything. You know, he's the catalyst for everything. You know, we recorded his spot. You know, he mixes and does the sounds and recordings and all of that. So I just salute my brother for even asking me to be a part of it. You know, and feeling like, yo, I need you to make it work. You know what I'm saying? That's dope because I need him to make, you know what I'm saying, that's maybe the best work. So that's maybe the best.
Next segment is called Keep It 3000, all right?
3000.
Keep It 3000, all right? I want the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Gotcha.
You understand me?
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna ask you these questions and we need the truth. You understand me?
Truth.
All right.
Truth like Sojourner.
First question. Do you fart in public?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I'm an avid pooter. Okay, I'm one of them people that I'll poop in the aisle and be like, baby, let's go. The lady's on her way. She's gonna run into it. Let's be out. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm an avid farter in public. I do that.
Next question. If you drop some food on the ground, will you eat it?
5-second rule. Let me tell you something. Depending on if I just got it and what it is and what type of ground it fell on. If it's a Skittle and it fell in the dirt, no. But if I just came from downtown, I got a bomb ass Gito's pizza. and that thing just fell face flat real quick, I'm picking it up. Okay, I'm picking it up right now. 5-second rule, man. Yes, man. Especially if I'm cooking it.
Next question: do you look at your boo boo after you wipe?
You know what? I don't look at. Oh, you mean like the tissue? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I do? I look at the tissue. I look to see how much boo boo. You know what I do? I want to see how long I got to wipe. I want to see if it's gonna be a first wipe, a second wipe. Because you know when you a little kid, you wipe one time, you gotta go back outside. I want to go back outside. I'm missing it. Sometimes you don't even wipe. As an adult, you're like, look. You just want to know how many wipes you're going to have, because that's going to deter. I'm just probably going to have to get in the shower, okay? Sometimes that just determines. I'm just going like, oh, I'm not going to sit here and wipe myself 5 times. I'm just going to get in the shower. So, yeah, you know, all these things, man. This is true. True things.
Next question.
Yeah.
Is someone talking to you breath hot, will you tell them?
If they breath hot or they breath stink?
Hot, stank, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope, same thing as a booger in my nose or something like that. I would hope somebody would tell me my breath is kicking. But at this age, I would. You know, I knew somebody had halitosis, man. You could smell them from across the room, and nobody really told them, which wasn't fair. But yeah, I would, if it was like that, yeah, I gotta let them know.
And last question, if the cashier gives you extra change after you buy something, you giving it back?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I was a cashier. The one thing you don't want is your draw short. You know, that's somebody's livelihood, you know what I mean? And so, I've actually had that happen. You know, somebody gave me back too much money. And I was like, bro, you gave me back too much, bro. You know, and so I'm a firm believer in energy and good energy, you know, and that just creates a bad energy. If somebody's draw short, and they end up getting fired, and for what? Because they gave you an extra $5, you know, and now you got some negative energy coming back to you because you took extra $5. So get the money back, man. Get the money back, man.
So now you guys, like you said, have done 40 episodes. Just give me, off the top of your head, kind of the challenges that you guys are facing. We're talking about growth right now. Mm-hmm. Walk us through how you guys are navigating your growth from not only the past but now and going forward.
Definitely the challenge is just trying to bring more people to the platform. Mm-hmm. With being on YouTube and getting to a certain number to monetize is what the goal is.
Right.
And so what I've learned about these 40 episodes is we've literally needed all 40 episodes to just get better.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you know? Man, I love it. Yeah.
And you know, I remember telling Vernon in the beginning of the year, because, you know, again, I'm an artist and you have that arrogance about you. Oh man, by the end of the year, we're gonna have a sponsor.
Yeah.
I still feel that way. But by the end of the year, we're gonna have a sponsor. And not realizing, man, it took 6 months just for me to stop cutting people off.
Straight up.
So when you listen to this journey, you'll hear it, right? And I think now, even with episode 52, at the end of the year when it ends, I think what that'll do is it now prepares us for 18. Yeah. It's building a pipeline. Yeah. The work that you put in now is going to be the result of later on. Yeah. And so when people look and they say, well, such and such, it makes it look so easy. No, we just wasn't around the grind. Yeah. You know? And so what you guys are experiencing with these 40 episodes is literally the grind. You're able to grow with us and things of that sort. The other people that will come on episode 60, they're going to see a finished product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we would love them the same.
Yeah.
You know, but right now the challenge is just trying to get it in podcast demographics. Mm-hmm. You know, putting yourself on the right platforms, proper hashtagging, and, you know, just stuff that'll put it in the top stories. Yeah. You know, your IGs, whatever the case may be. You know, IG's all about hashtagging.
Yeah.
So I gotta take the Facebook post and then just put hashtags behind it.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's just little things like that that I would say is challenging. Mm-hmm. The consistency of recording every week.
Yeah.
Only thing I've ever done 40 weeks in a row was go to work.
Dang.
In school.
Yeah.
Even recording, it's a certain time frame that you record and you pump it, take a break. But 40 weeks in a row, just the consistency of that is a challenge. Of saying, oh my gosh, man, gotta record today. You know, you're getting off work. You're getting off work, and then it runs long, and and so it's just keeping the level of consistency.
Yeah, consistency is tough too. Like I was explaining to you as well. That's something I realize the value of.
Right.
But also the struggle.
Yeah.
Like you said, because sometimes straight up you don't want to do it. Straight up, you don't want to do it. I want to go to sleep. I want to stay in. And that's hard to combat yourself internally as well to do that. So being able to fight through that, if you would have did 39, if you would have been at 39 and missed a week, like you said, you probably wouldn't be at the point right now to be at the better stage that you need to be.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure there's lessons throughout doing it consecutively that are invaluable to what you guys have done.
Absolutely, man. Just like I said, just being able to improve week by week with how long you record, right?
Yeah.
If you notice for the people that will listen, the first several episodes are a little lengthy. Then you start to notice in the last 10 or so episodes where they're more structured.
Yeah.
It's first segment, second
Definitely.
segment. We got VDB, shout out to Visual Director Bay. That's what Vern called her. Visual Director Bay, that's his bae. But she's Visual Director Bay. She in the back.
Yeah.
So that's big for me.
Yeah.
And I honestly, on the camera, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. I think y'all did that shit for my big mouth self because I run them off.
Yeah.
So they was like, look, man, we need to cut Twan off. But I love it because now I know I can say what I gotta say within a certain amount of time. So so sometimes you see me on the camera and I'm going, VDB hit me with the wrap up, hit me with the 10.
We've kind of seen the the successful thing you guys have self. You guys feel good about the consistency that you guys had. You guys have a formula per se about the podcast. So the future, give it to me. What is it going to look like? 2018, 2020, 2025? Fully realized, fully actualized. Walk me through kind of that
Good
vision
question.
board.
Good question. I think for both of us, it's to make it what we do. Next year, that starts with this year. The pipeline starts with this year, which is getting to that demographic, getting more listeners, getting the stats up, seeing exactly what the people, like Maybe the Best will speak about. I think the people like Maybe the Best because of the uncandidness that we have. South by Southwest is definitely a goal. Just getting in bigger platforms on different podcast stages, whether it's conferences, learning more about the craft. Just like in music, you have to learn the craft. So I think 2018, it's taking everything that you just did on the fly for 2017, structuring it and learning the craft, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm a part of different groups. I'm constantly researching podcasts and how to improve your podcasts from a visual standpoint, as far as making it more visible for people to be able to listen to it. And then ultimately, the goal for me is to have my own radio show.
Right. Now you would want to go to radio or just podcast is pretty much.
Yeah, have my own show, period. And it's not radio. I mean, look at Rap Radar. They on title.
Straight up.
I'm trying to make it the title, baby. What's up, ho? I give that $9.99. And I do it purposely for the artist.
Talk to him.
The moment you sell it, I'm out.
Talk to him.
I don't do the Spotify, the Apple. I do title for that reason. But that's my goal, man. My goal is to have this thing, have our own show, and just really impact. And for me personally as well, using the platform to change the community. Get out here at these community events. Maybe the Best is not just a podcast. It's individuals that care about the people, and care about their people, and care about the improvements of the communities. And so I try to be out and about and visual as well. To say, hey, this is what we bring. We don't just talk crap. We bring improvements, and we bring knowledge to the people as well. And so in 5 years, man, you know, maybe the best podcast can be the best podcast.
Yeah, straight up. Yep. So, what do you guys see? What do you guys see that's separating yourself from the competition? Because you know that's a very, I want to say saturated, but a lot of people are podcasting. What is separating you guys for a listener to say, hey, I'm going to choose you over this? Because I could scroll through Apple's thing and find thousands of podcasts.
And that's you know, the difficulty in regards to putting it on certain platforms. For me, and again, just comparing it to music, it was a point where everybody wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
To the point when somebody said, what you do? I'm like, I'm an artist. Because I wanted to separate myself.
Yeah.
I didn't want the eye roll, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know? And I think right now with podcasting, that's what's happening. What separates us, in my opinion, is the fact that we don't sound amateur.
Right.
Even in the beginning shows, as far as the confidence that you hear and exemplify, and what we talk about and what we bring to the table is different than the regular people, because you're hearing people that's something that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
This is something we do.
Yeah.
Been recording forever.
Yeah.
Been speaking forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is something, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So when you're doing something you're supposed to and somebody else is doing, and in that same field, you sniff it out easy.
Yeah.
And it's easy to crush it.
Yeah.
What podcast allows is it allows like an intimate type of vibe.
Yeah.
It allows you sometimes to be not structured.
Yeah.
You know, to eat on camera.
Yeah.
To pour a drink on camera.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
podcasts allow you to just be some regular people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what separates me. I have drink. Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm trying to get that VSOP on the second shelf. I am second shelf famous. Don't do that to me.
Sure enough.
Second. But yeah, that's for me. That's what separates us. Just how unapologetic we are. How confident we are in the information that we give.
Yeah.
You know, we speak on it as if it's the end all be all, and we bringing y'all the news.
Yeah.
It's called the Big Four.
Big Four.
I'm just gonna ask you 4 questions, and
Gotcha.
you're gonna answer them to the best of your ability. Right?
I like it.
Okay. First question. What were your dreams as a kid?
My dreams was always to be in music as a kid. It was always to be, just entertaining, period. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was supposed to be here to entertain people.
What are your dreams now?
My dreams now is to, one, be a good father. Raise my kids the right way. Make sure that, they're learning the right things, especially not, being with them every day, making sure that they're learning the right things and that they're doing well and they're doing well. And also just being a catalyst and voice for my people. I'll say a voice. I don't like martyr, activist, a voice, because that's really what I'm giving. A voice in my time. I want to leave something. I want to create something that even when I'm gone, it's still going. And I think legacy is very, very important to me, especially now in the early 30s.
What one thing do you do now every day to get you closer to your dream?
Wow, that's a good question, man. I think what I do every day is make sure that I'm visible. When we're talking about podcasts and things of that sort, making sure we're visible. But again, going back to a dream, my dream is to do the same things that I said that we were doing prior, being a good father and making a mark. So for me, every day, it's doing that, checking on my kids, calling them, asking how they're doing, what you learned in school today, and not really the standard conversations, but really engaging with them. Hey, what did you learn? Tell me what you learned. And then, like I said, with the community and with my people, just educating myself and feeding the information when I can.
Last question. Name one thing you dream about that you plan on bringing to reality before it's all said and done. If you could only pick one thing, only one.
Man. Wow. Before it's all said and done. We were talking about creating something that even when I'm gone, right? So I don't want to be selfish in this answer. The Midnight Basketball Initiative. I am trying to bring the Midnight Basketball Initiative back. The Midnight Basketball Initiative is for everybody, anybody from 13 to 19, and it's to keep them off the streets. And if anybody ever remember Midnight Basketball in the city, it basically ran from 9 to 1 o'clock in the morning, and the kids was there and it was playing ball all night. It kept them off the streets. It kept them out of trouble. It gathered fellowship, different educational tools in regards to college scholarships and things of that sort. So for me, it's bringing back the Midnight Basketball Initiative to keep our youth off the streets on the Friday and Saturday nights.
I appreciate you
Brother,
coming out,
it's a pleasure, man.
Shout out everything once again, all the platforms, the hosting gigs where they can find you. Once again, maybe the best podcast. My man's hosting weddings, everything. So
yeah, man. Twan D The Student on every social media. I keep it consistent. You know, so I'm not fly guy number 1 on IG.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm Twan D The Student everywhere. If you want to listen to some of my music, it's on SoundCloud, YouTube as well. Facebook is where you mainly can follow me. Twan D The Student, it still goes by the backslash, but the screen name is Antoine Clark. You know, they got everybody putting their real names on there. Which Twan, obviously, that is my real, that was part. But so Facebook is where you mainly can find me. IG, Twan D The Student, I'm pretty much, you know, on there. Snap, my Snap be off the chain. So I got Snap too. But yeah, man.
Tune in, people.
Please.
Subscribe, listen.
Reality
the content.
TV, man.
The only place y'all need to be. You understand me? Tune in.
Please.
Like I said, great contact. If you guys are just looking for just escape for an hour drive and get some nice perspective, this is where you need to be.
Yeah, man.
You know, and they're growing. It's beautiful.
TwanTheStudent@gmail.com for any inquiries or anything of that sort as well. You know,
Straight up.
so,
I love this. I appreciate it, my man.
my guy.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Peace.
There you have it, people. I hope you all enjoyed the interview as much as I did. You guys make sure you go and check out maybe the best podcast ever. All the information, all the social media handles will be in the description below. Just check that out, man. They're doing some pretty dope things. Make sure you guys go and support. Also, if you guys know anybody like Twan D The Student or any future movers and shakers that have it rolling already and wouldn't mind to jump on the show, hit me up as well in that comment section below, man. Love it, man. You guys make sure you tune in. I appreciate the love. Go and show love once again to Twan D, maybe the best podcast ever. Any hosting, anything like that, just check them out and see if that's something you want to, do, okay? But this is where we bring it together, man, and we turn everything up and we support everybody and we just make this thing happen. But once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. Make sure you tune in every Sunday, Wednesday, whenever day, tune in. Make sure you have a great day, week, month. I need y'all to dominate, okay? Continue to dent the universe and tune into Reality TV. You understand me? That's the only place y'all need to be, okay? Peace.
Every outline, oh yeah, yeah.